Well, welcome everybody to Madison Square Garden. That's how we do. My name is Gunz. This is the MMA Report here on ABC Radio and the OG Podcast Network. We are live high above the world's most famous arena at State 17, Hackensack Meridian Health State 17. Of course, the big fight is this coming Saturday. We are kicking off 2019 right this year with the UFC. It's going to be Henry Cejudo versus TJ Dillashaw, UFC Fight Night. But right now, my man, Cowboy Cerrone is in the building. What's up, buddy? How are you, man?
I'm good.
How about that? Did I get you all amped up?
You got me amped up. I'm ready to rock.
Forget Bruce Buffer, man. I'm Gunz, baby. Let's go. How you doing, though, man? How's New York treating you?
It's good. New York's like a two or three night town for me. Other than that, I got to get the hell out of here.
Right. Yeah, bad things can happen, but great things can happen as well. So.
Sure.
Listen, man, it's been, you had a solid 2018 because we're coming off a dominant victory. You picked them apart. We were stoked. Maybe some people were surprised. They shouldn't have been because you came out and did exactly what you said you were going to do against Platinum Perry. The guy's a good fighter, though. Got to feel good about the way that ended up for you, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely, man. We knew going in that fight how it was going to go. He was a great fighter. He's got plenty of fights ahead of the guy, but hey, we're here. We're on a mission, and we're coming for it.
And it's going to happen this coming Saturday. ESPN Plus, the ESPN deal went through, taking UFC to the bigger level, the highest level, I guess you could go.
I know everyone asks me, like, man, you're on the prelims. How are you fighting on the prelims? I'm like, no, man. I'm the main event on the live card.
Yeah.
So UFC put me for free TV, so everyone's sitting at home watching, they get to see Cowboy with some ass.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we're expecting from you, man. And what's been great about you is the fact that, here's a couple accolades, no big deal. UFC all-time leader in wins, got that going for you. All-time leader in submissions, let's go, man. Now, what do you have? Do you have like a poster up there that like in your house that's like, oh, you got that going for you, or what?
No, we should. No, you just hear people talking about like, oh, one more fight, he'll do this, one more do that, and it's cool. We're at a part in my career where every time I just step into the cage, we're setting records, and my plan is to set these records so far from like this kid I'm fighting that no matter how hard he tries, they can never reach greatness. I want to set the bar so far and so high that 20 years from now, when we're putting stats up, Cowboy name at the top of the list still.
It's like Cal Ripken Jr. No one's going to beat that streak. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and you're able to keep doing it. Listen, man, you had a 2017 was a little rough.
Sure.
Would you say toughest year of your life?
Yeah, more. Fighting size-wise, but life was good. Right? That makes any kind of sense. But it was just a weird fighting mentality for me. I was more just kind of like, doing it to do it. When now I'm back at 55, and me and my team we're on a mission, man. Like I said, do you have a list on your wall of all your accolades? No, I don't. But I can't go down in history as the greatest fighter to ever walk and not get a title. So
you need that belt, man.
Right? It's time.
Yeah.
Being the people's champ is cool. I have people tell me all the time, like, you are the people's champ, man. We love watching you fight. We tune in, we watch, and that's cool to have. But holding that belt, keeping that belt, setting these records, that's the goal.
And you drop down and wait for this coming fight against Alexander Hernandez this coming Saturday, UFC Fight Night. Let's go. Cowboy Cerrone here with Gunz here on the MMA Report. But, you are dropping down weight, but potentially this could be the start of you getting back in there to get that title shot eventually.
It's what's wild to me is everyone's saying, oh, you're dropping back. Man, I've been at 55 my whole career. I just went to 70 on a little sabbatical,
Right, yeah.
I left at number 2. And now I'm not even ranked at 55. I'm like, wow, what the hell? What went on when I was gone? You know what I mean? What y'all been doing down here? So I'm back. Yeah. Get a fight, get ranked, get this belt.
Yeah. And what's great about this fight is the fact that, he's going to try to get you on the ground, but, you have the a height advantage to him. You have a little bit of a reach advantage to him as well, but you're also a fierce striker. Dude, he comes in, those knees, those legs, like, get out. Get out of the way.
I got the age advantage on him, too, don't I?
I believe that's called wisdom.
Wisdom, right.
That's what I was always told growing up. It's like, yo, you old as fuck. Nah, man, I got wisdom.
I got that man strength, so when he tries to wrestle me, I'm like, get off me, little boy.
Yeah. But so how do you, Cowboy Cerrone, you're one of the more animated fighters out there for sure. People love you. Like you said, people's champ, some people call you. But going in for a game plan, kind of, he's going to try to get you on the ground. You know that.
Yeah.
That's a given right there. Have you been working on, reaction to takedown? Like, what's training been like for you?
Yeah, we
You know the deal, man. Yeah, there's what 35-something fights you've been through, 40-something.
We never stop training, which is cool. You know, we're always in my coaching and the staff that we have. Not only are we training and are we wrestling for Hernandez, but we're also wrestling for Khabib. You know what I mean? So everything we're doing is long term. It's not like I'm just okay. What are you gonna do? No, what are they gonna do? Right? So everything we're training, we're working, we're staying, and so not only am I ready for him, I'm ready for the entire 155 division. Okay. And I love it. Like whenever I call the UFC, I just need a date, man. I don't ever need a who because I'm the scary name. Right. When they pull my name, they're like, fuck, I got to fight Cowboy. Which happened this time. Hernandez was the 5th person to take this fight. 5 people went through to get a fight, right? It's crazy to me. I said it before, like the Denver Broncos don't get a call on Thursday and say, you know, on Sunday, I don't think we want to play the Chiefs.
Yeah, it's like, no, man up. You better be there.
This is crazy, man. This is your job. You're a fighter, but they get the opportunity to be like, ooh, yeah, no, not that one. I don't know. I'm going to take a little more time off. So I don't get how we have the freedom to do that. But I wish that would stop. So Hernandez, thanks for taking the fight. He says I'm old. I'm a stepping stone. And goddamn, whew.
And you've been able to face some of the best names in the history of the UFC. So you got that going for you, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the list of guys I fought the who's
wild.
My whole career. Yeah. Which is also cool to be old in the sport because you see a lot of these UFC fighters come 1 or 2 fights, a loss here and there, and then they get cut and they lost. You know, it's to be in the sport and be in the top as long as I have. Yeah.
Do you feel? I mean, listen, you've had a storied career so far, but, you know, with a victory here, we can really, you know, just keep making those moves. You know what I mean? Coming off the back-to-back wins, when you win Saturday. I learned that from a different, the other fighter, TJ. What's up? But, you know, when you win Saturday back-to-back, that's a good role to keep going on.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, just like I said, that gives me more leverage to say, you know, I'm not ranked, but I want a top 5 guy. You know, I left here at number 2. Give me someone in the top 5. Let's go. Let me get a top 5.
You draw numbers. You draw numbers. You draw eyeballs. You draw reaction from the crowds out there for sure.
So it's cool, man. It's good to have the fans supporting me.
This is MMA Report with Gunz. You can always follow me on Twitter, The Gunz Show, OG Podcast Network as well, ABC Radio here, high above Madison Square Garden. Shout out to everybody watching us on Facebook Live out there. Having said that, so you are charismatic and wild in the ring, in the cage, in the octagon, which is why we love you. And you know, we can go to bars, we can go anywhere and just root you on and get wild. You know what I mean? Let's go. Having said that, though, were you always that way growing up? Were you just a piece of shit that people hated?
My whole life. I still am that piece of shit right now. Like, you either like me or you hate me. There's no, like, yeah, Cowboy's cool. Yeah. Like, it doesn't, you either are like, oh, yeah, I fuck with that dude, or get him out of the room. You know what I mean? There's no kind of in-between ground with me, and it's always happened my whole life. I've been like that.
And, you know, was there a catalyst moment where you were just like, this is what I need to do? Like, you fell a little bit. Maybe it was 2017, at least in the octagon. It seemed that way. But there was a turning point where you were just like, oh, screw this. I can't let this happen again in my life. I got to make myself better.
Oh, I don't know about it wasn't that. It was just, like you said, the list of accolades I have. It's just time. I'm
getting that belt.
Yeah, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, man. I don't have many left in me, right? So it's time to get it and go down in the Hall of Fame.
And Cowboy Cerrone will be fighting Alexander Hernandez this coming Saturday at UFC Fight Night. That's in Barclays. You've been in New York City. You've been in New York before. We've had you come through. You're a great guest. Obviously, even a better friend. We're friends now, sure. As long as we can start drinking after Saturday's victory, and or I will. You can watch. But how's New York in general been treating you? I know that you. It's a little cold here, but that's fine. Like, that won't affect you on Saturday.
No, they got heat in the Barclays Center, right? Yeah.
I don't know. It is Brooklyn.
No, New York's good. It's a little high pace for me, but hey, 2-3 days here, then I'm back home on the ranch. I'm all right.
And you've mentioned, you've had a storied career so far. We're not ending it anytime soon. But as far as training goes, I mean, listen, man, like you said, you're not getting any younger. A lot of the fighters are getting younger. But for training for this fight, weight cut's been fine. It wasn't even really a weight cut for you.
I wouldn't go that far. We got a dietitian and just worked on getting my weight down low. But hey, man, 10 pounds sucks. I got 10 more to go. sucks.
Yeah.
It's miserable. Next 3 days are going to suck, so I can't even lie and be like, oh, I'm doing great. No, I'm miserable.
But at least you had some time to build up for it. It wasn't like you took this fight on a week and a half notice and had to do that.
Correct.
So, and like I said, for some other people, sometimes you saw with Amanda and Cyborg, the weight cut that had happened there. And then like TJ's fight is going to be very interesting because, with the weight cut, and I want to ask you this, with the weight cut, do you think that will affect strength-wise with you?
No, I don't think so. With the new hydration methods that they have and being able to weigh in, 36 hours before gives us a lot of time to replenish your body. The body is an amazing thing, man. I mean, look at the drugs people put in it, and the next day they're back normal. You know what I mean? So it's an amazing thing. So you give a little bit of carb, a little bit of energy, and fuck it, Saturday we're ready to rock.
Couple questions for the rest of 2019, as it's obviously January. We got the big fight this coming Saturday. For UFC 2019, I know you're tired of answering about this guy, but you got to do it because that's what I do. Do you think Conor fights in 2019?
Yeah, he fights me.
Boom, nailed it. Let's go. All right. Does you would open arms? You'd welcome that, right?
With open arms, for sure. Absolutely, yeah. Conor gets to pick and choose. He did a good job of putting himself in a position where he can run his own everything. So you got to poke the bear a little bit and get him interested. I don't see why it wouldn't be a fight that takes interest. I sell tickets. He sure the hell sell tickets. Yeah.
But that would be fun. Crowd favorite for sure. That could get wild.
Hell yeah.
That would be wild. And the thing is, I think he should have fought Diaz before he went against Khabib. That was just a manhandling. That was a joke. He got worked. He had to come back into the octagon beforehand. I don't know what. I mean, I know what he was thinking. Obviously, he got a great payday out of it.
Sure.
But I think with Diaz, he would have, just got that rust away a little bit.
Conor knows what he's doing. He's all right. He's all right.
Financially, yeah.
Financially, he definitely knows what he's doing.
Does Jones?
I want to go Lambo shopping. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go, baby. Does Jones fight DC this year? And if so, I believe Jones has to go up. I don't think DC falls down.
Yeah, I bet Jones goes over and takes the other. Yeah, for sure. But no, I think in DC trying to fight Brock. Who knows?
I can't stand Brock. I hate Brock Lesnar. God. So frustrating just to look at him, and I'm not a big fan.
No, okay. Hey.
Who don't you like in the UFC? I've been able to call out a couple fighters so far here. Who's one person that you really can't stand, and they know that you hate them?
Probably Aljamain.
Okay.
Yeah. He knows it.
Yeah. And when you go into your fights, for example, Saturday, it's not, there's not hatred against Alexander Hernandez. You just want to put him in his place and get the W and move on.
Yeah, I don't have hatred. No way, no how.
He's done anything to you.
No, I mean, he's just talking, but that's just what he's trying to sell the fight. But no hatred. Just go do business, man. It's what I love.
Perfect, man. Well, listen, best of luck Saturday. Always enjoy having you here on the MMA Report, of course, ABC Radio. And final question, what's a better song? Kid Rock's Cowboy or Save a Horse, Ride a Cowboy?
Oh, I'm going to go with Kid Rock.
Can't go wrong with him, right?
Can't go wrong.
Have you met him before?
Of course, yeah.
He's your boy, yeah.
Yeah.
He's a good person to party with?
I never partied with him. He's got a lot going on, but I've met him several times. Good dude.
All right, so there it is, Kid Rock, Cowboy, big fan by the Cowboy himself, Cowboy Cerrone. Check him out, UFC Fight Night this coming Saturday. Gunz here. My man, good luck, all right?
Thank you.
Perfect.